Why would any human being want somebody to fail or not be happy? I'm becoming increasingly more thoughtful of others because I'm surprised by the obvious level of judgment and resentment and jealousy that society has become comfortable with, almost to an embarrassing low standard. There are a lot of people out there that actually live their lives and make their personal decisions based off of other people's opinions, what other people will think. Happiness and fulfillment need to become a much bigger part and a much bigger reason than money and personal gain or ego. Happy people, fulfilled people, they don't want the worst for others. And they don't post fake encouragements. People that do that aren't sincere. Happy people don't do that. So it becomes apparent who's really feeling the love and who's not. You'll know, they'll reach out to you. And it makes me sad to see those that aren't really feeling it. And I've always been fascinated with the conversation of work ethic and hustle, and it amazes me when I see people pushing their personal agenda onto other people to fulfill their own ego. It's disguised as something different, but that's what it is. And I'm always fascinated that people actually speak in such a demeaning way if you go against their point of view, and they put pressure on others to do things that make them look good, even at the cost of making somebody else feel bad. I fell prey to this recently. And all of the manipulation behind it, it didn't feel good to me. And I was recently taught that we may not always know what's right. We may not always know what's right, but we always know when something's wrong, and it was wrong. It was really wrong. But again, people worry so much about what other people think that they lose their voice. They don't stand up for themselves, right? And I'm happy I found mine. And I've now since deleted that toxicity right out of my life. And by doing so, everything in that business got better, a whole lot better. And I'm so fascinated by people's inability to take accountability. And I never feel like my points of views or my passions or my opinions or my stories are the right ones. I never believed that in my life. I don't believe it now. I think that I enjoy sharing them because they've worked for me and I simply enjoy sharing them. I'm a communicator at heart and I love it. But everybody shares that, right? The difference is the people that think that their way is the only way and manipulate others to feel that pressure and to feel the same way versus empowering them to view all sides and then decide. I'm fascinated by that. I respect other people's point of view, but I always watch to make sure that they don't think that their point of view is the only point of view, that their way is the right way. A point of view does not make you right. It doesn't matter how much experience you've had somewhere. And a lot of people that push against you are people that have tried what you're doing and didn't find fulfillment or success in it. There's no right. There is only right for you. And I think one of the biggest things we need to have are more conversations about getting inside of yourself and finding self-awareness and not looking for outside validation. When people email me and say, Tone, I'm feeling pressured to post here or make this content here and follow the process this way, but it doesn't feel good to me, I tell them to stop. Get inside yourself and do what feels right, no matter what other people think. Because if you don't enjoy what you're doing right now, you're going to stop doing it. People need to try to be self-aware about what makes them happy and what doesn't make them happy. And stop worrying about what other people think.